Keanu Reeves walked into the bike dealership on a cloudy Tuesday afternoon, dressed in a worn leather jacket and faded jeans. He blended seamlessly into the crowd, looking nothing like the Hollywood superstar he was. His quiet demeanor, paired with his unassuming appearance, made him nearly invisible in a room filled with shiny chrome motorcycles and bustling salespeople. But this wasn't just any casual visit. Keanu was here to get a closer look at how his passion for motorcycles was being translated into sales and customer experiences. The dealership was a mid-sized showroom with rows of gleaming bikes lined up under bright fluorescent lights. Mechanics in grease-streaked overalls worked in the back, while the front buzzed with activity. Customers wandered between displays, salespeople pitched deals, and the low hum of conversations filled the air. Keanu's eyes scanned the room until they landed on a sleek, custom-designed black motorcycle. The intricate detailing on the frame immediately caught his attention. He walked over to it, running his fingers lightly over the handlebars, appreciating the craftsmanship. But as he admired the bike, two employees standing nearby noticed him and exchanged amused glances. "Hey, check out this guy," one of them, a tall man with a cocky smirk, muttered to his colleague. "Thinks he's some kind of biker legend." The second worker, a shorter man with a buzz cut, chuckled. "Yeah, right. Probably doesn't even know how to start one of these things." Keanu heard their remarks but didn't react. Instead, he continued examining the bike, crouching slightly to get a closer look at the engine. The two workers sauntered over, their mocking smiles plastered on their faces. "Can I help you?" the taller one asked, his tone dripping with condescension. Keanu looked up, a small, polite smile on his face. "Just admiring the craftsmanship. Is this frame custom-built?" The question seemed to catch them off guard. The shorter one recovered quickly, laughing. "Yeah, sure. It's custom. Pretty sure it's out of your price range, though." "Is that so?" Keanu replied, his voice calm and even. He straightened up and stepped back, giving the bike another appreciative look. "Beautiful design. Mind if I ask about the engine specs?" The taller worker crossed his arms, his smirk widening. "Look, buddy, this isn't a showroom for window shoppers. If you're serious about buying, maybe try something simpler." He gestured dismissively toward a corner where smaller, less impressive models were lined up. "Those are more your speed." Keanu glanced at the suggested bikes and then back at the workers. His smile didn't falter. "Thanks for the suggestion. But I'm actually interested in this one. Mind telling me more about it?" The shorter worker rolled his eyes. "Look, dude, this bike's got a V-twin engine, high-performance suspension, and, you know what? Forget it. Why don't you stick to mopeds?" At that moment, a voice boomed from across the dealership. "What's going on here?" All heads turned to see the dealership manager striding over. His face lit up with recognition as he spotted Keanu. "Mr. Reeves. What an honor to have you here," the manager exclaimed, extending his hand. The workers froze, their smirks vanishing instantly. The taller one's arms dropped to his sides, and the shorter one's eyes widened in shock. Keanu shook the manager's hand warmly. "Just checking out some bikes. You've got a great selection here." The manager turned to the workers, his expression darkening. "Do you have any idea who you've been talking to?" The taller worker stammered. No, sir. We didn't know." "This," the manager said, gesturing to Keanu, "is the co-founder of Arch Motorcycle. He knows more about bikes than you two ever will." The workers' faces turned pale. The taller one muttered an apology, while the shorter one fidgeted uncomfortably. Keanu, ever gracious, waved it off. "No harm done. I'd still like to learn more about this bike, though." The manager nodded eagerly. "Of course. Let me give you a proper tour." As the manager began explaining the bike's features in detail, the workers stood awkwardly to the side, watching in silence. Keanu's genuine interest in the craftsmanship and his insightful questions left everyone impressed. After the tour, Keanu turned back to the workers. "You know," he said, "everyone starts somewhere. I'd recommend taking the time to learn more about the bikes you're selling. Passion for what you do makes all the difference." The taller worker nodded sheepishly. "We're really sorry for how we treated you. It won't happen again." Keanu smiled and clapped him on the shoulder. "No hard feelings. Just remember, you never know who might walk through that door." Before leaving, Keanu purchased the very bike he'd been admiring. The workers watched as he mounted it, his easy confidence evident as he started the engine. With a wave, he rode off, leaving the dealership buzzing with excitement. The incident quickly became a legend among the staff, serving as a reminder to treat every customer with respect. For Keanu, it was just another day of blending humility with his love for motorcycles, proving once again why he's one of the most beloved figures in Hollywood.